Hey, y'all are. This is George Jones, Bragg about Guns and Ammo in Harrisburg, Kentucky. What I'm going to talk about tonight is the good old 10-22 rifle that's been around for about 50 years or so. This is the basic model 10-22 rifle. It's a 10-shot semi-automatic, 16.5-inch barrel 22 rifle. It's got a 10-shot rotary magazine. Very reliable. Extremely reliable. Could be more reliable than your unreliable ammunition. These guys have been around for 50 years or so. They just come out with their 10-22 25th million commemorative gun, their second generation commemorative last year. They've been around for a long time. They're a good, solid gun. You buy one of these for a kid, or for a teenager, for an 18th birthday or something like that today, and 50 years from now, he'd be handing it off to a kid of his own or a grandkid. This is a good, solid 22 rifle. This one is the base model with birchwood stock, plain blued, has a folding rear sight. It's got a cute little diamond on there, a good reference, and a gold bead. You can get a little bit fancier one. This one, for instance, is called the RSR model, also known as the International, because it's got European-style sling swivels on it. It's got a, I believe this one is 20-inch barrel with a blue steel pearl on the end of it and a Mannlicher-style stock. So it's, you know, if you want something a little bit nicer than a 10-22, you can get this. Now I'm going to show you two guns that actually belong to me. They don't belong to the store, but they're good examples of what you can do with a 10-22 because of its modular design. First one I want to show you is the 50-year anniversary of the 10-22 model, which I placed in a Butler Creek folding stock, top cover, ventilated top cover. This gun, when you buy this gun, comes in a conventional stock, but it has military rear sight, fully adjustable for windage and elevation. It has a Picatinny rail installed on it, and it has military wing protective front side aperture. I've placed it in a Butler Creek folding stock. I've added a piece of Picatinny rail here on the end to put my pistol grip on. I didn't particularly care for the plastic tubing that was on here, so I removed that and replaced it with a paracord wrap. Good all around solid gun. BX-25 magazines from Ruger. These guys have taken the market. There's probably 25 different manufacturers over the years, from Condor to today, of banana magazines for the 10-22. This is the best. This is now the industry leader, and it's manufactured by Ruger. This magazine can be completely disassembled by the end user with an Allen wrench, taken completely apart without it flying apart, and the springs and so forth going everywhere, and can be completely cleaned, maintenance, and reassembled by the end user. This is now the industry leader for 10-22 magazines. I remember 35 years ago, all you could get was a Condor magazine. They lasted about 6 months. You threw it down range and shot at it, and that was the end of it. Then went and bought you another Condor mag. These guys are going to last forever. If you break something on one of these, parts are available, and they'll send them to you free. Another thing I've done with a 10-22, 2 years ago, my wife bought me an Archangel stock set. And this is a 10-22. It's a standard 10-22. It's equipped with a double. We call these double quarters because they're two 25-round magazines that are factory assembled together as one unit. I put a mag pull grip on this one. It's got a Picatinny on the top and bottom of it. I installed a flashlight on it. It had backup iron sights. It has a single lens reflex sight on it, or sometimes called a laser dot sight, with multiple apertures. This particular sight comes from a company called Sightmark. It's about $50 retail. And then, of course, it has Tactical Magazine release on it. And a BX50, you get it all loaded up, and it's a lot of fun for about 90 seconds, and then you start loading again. We have a ball with these out at the range, but this is some of the things you can actually do with a 1022. 1022 was a sleeper gun when it first came out, about 1970, 72, along in there. Then they come out with the 25 round Condor mag, which they don't make anymore. And then a company called ATI, back in the old days, started making a folding stock for the 1022, and it just took off, and it ain't stopped since. But these are basically 1022s, and this is what all you can do with them. You can simply take these. If you don't want to trick one out, but you still want to have a little bit of firepower with a 22, you can simply buy the BX25, stick it in your 1022, and you're good to go. And that's about the size of it. Bragg about guns and ammo, Harrisburg, Kentucky. We'll see you.